Damn, does it feel real good to actually be doing a normal commentary for once? You know, I love live comms. They're fun, they're live, they're unscripted, they're uncensored, and they're spontaneous, but nothing beats actually sitting down and thinking about what you're going to talk about. So I'm gonna touch base with how the game has been playing lately after 2 months of the game being almost 2 months of the game being out, and see if it was worth the trouble of people buying it over Christmas. First of all, the gameplay is a game of free for all. I go 30-7, and I'm using a gun that I've never recorded me using before. And it's a Scar. And I have Smgs stock and full auto on this, so it's a 3-shot burst Scar, and this thing's a monster. But I wrote down a couple things on a piece of paper to touch base on, being some weapons, some attachments, the spawns, things like that. First things first, the connections and the hit detection issues are still there. The game in general is very hit or miss. You'll have good games, you'll have bad games, and honestly, it all depends on your connection and how the game plays for you. The game doesn't play the same way for everyone. If you're going to have a good game, there's going to be someone in that game that's going to have a bad game. And if you have a bad game, there's going to be someone in that game that's going to have a good game. Whenever I play with 6 people, you always have that dude that goes really good. And then he's going to have that one game where he does just terrible. And sometimes it may be him, but 9 times out of 10, you know, especially if you're hopping in and out of lobbies due to host migration or people dashboard or just wanting to find new lobbies, you're going to get a lot of different connections, and that whole thing is going to affect your playstyle. So first things first, the weapons in this game. There's a decent variety of weapons, but as of now, the ones I see the most are the MSMC, the PDW, and the M8. The M8 in League play is the assault rifle of choice, and it one-bursts people. The Type 95 from MW3 one-bursts people, and you see how we didn't like that. Now this gun, and I know it one-bursts people, because I get one-bursted by it all the time, especially in League play. I don't know, you know, but I don't know how people do it. I've two-bursted people with the M8 before, and have still just gotten hit markers. So the M8 in general should be a 2-burst gun, not a 1-burst gun, and shouldn't be as inconsistent as it is right now. Speaking of 3-shot burst guns, that stupid 3-shot burst pistol shouldn't have the ability to 1-burst people. And don't say it doesn't, because I've been 1-bursted by the 3-shot burst pistol. Next, while we're covering pistols, the TAC-45 and the 5.7 are what? A 3-shot kill. They can beat out most assault rifles and SMGs from medium to close range. I was 2-shot across the map by a silenced TAC-45 today in normal core without taking any damage beforehand. Yeah, not fun. There's this piece of paper. Here it is. The spawns. The spawns are probably the worst they have been in any Call of Duty game. Regardless of the game type you play, unless you play Demo or CTF, which are the 2 game types where the spawns don't really change at all, you're going to be spawning not only with your team, but with the other team. You could spawn and then die because they decided to spawn someone with you, and then spawn in that same spot, and then suddenly you're with the entire other team. And it's not like it happens every now and again. It happens all the fucking time. And it's stupid. So the spawns also need to be fixed. And last but not least, the attachments. Now the only 2 attachments I have a problem with in this are laser sight and target finder. Now laser sight, you guys probably know why I have a problem with this. Because Modern Warfare 3 was a huge pray and spray game with steady aim, and the fact that you could do rapid fire, extended mag, steady aim. Now, all people have to do is throw a laser sight on, and I mean, the laser sight a lot of the time isn't even the problem. It's just the fact that hip fire in general is just completely ridiculous. You don't even need a laser sight to spray. Whenever I spray, I always get beat up by people that aim down sights. But whenever I aim down sights, I get beat up by people that spray. Spraying, honestly, this game induces spray and pray. And it shouldn't. There's aim down sights for a reason. And last but not least, the target finder. The target finder in general is just a stupid idea. I get it. There's a perk that makes you immune to target finder, but there shouldn't be a scope in the game that literally outlines people for you and makes a sound whenever you aim on someone and lets you know, hey, you're aiming on someone. You better shoot them. Stupid. Game is still broken and still not worth buying.